So if you want to learn how to trade options, purchase my ebook located in the description below. If you're seeing this on TikTok, it is located in my IG bio. So how did I make $44.50 just trading a single put option? So I got into Microsoft put option on around 9:37 on the 23rd. So 9:27, this candle right here. This candle? Or is it this candle? Hold on. Oh no, 9:37. I'm sorry. So basically, this candle right here, I got into the 10 candle, and the reason I bought a put option was because the 9-day moving average was below the 50 and 20-day moving average, right? And so what I basically waited to see what would happen was basically I waited for Microsoft to get rejected by the 50-day moving average, and that did happen. So within that same candle, I sold out the position around 9:43. And then I sold out for a $44.50 gain. So basically, once the position was up 5%, I sold out the position, making that much. So basically what the strategy consists of, trading is basically step one, try to find stocks that are oversold during the day, and then step two is to sell out that position once the position is up 5 or 10%. And then step 3 is just to rinse and repeat that cycle over and over again. And basically, it's not easy as it sounds. It's kind of hard. Right now, I'm basically in a position that's down, like I want to say down either 10% or 9%. And basically, what you want to do is you kind of want to time your entries when you buy either call or put options, right? And basically, try your best, right, to time the market. Don't just, blatantly just enter randomly into the market, because if you do that, there's a higher chance of you making less money if you don't know how to time the market. So in a way, you kind of have to know how to time the market. If you don't, you're going to be in a lot of trouble, and you're probably not going to make probably no money at all from just trading in the stock market. Because if you want to take this seriously, you got to take it seriously. You can't just be just randomly thinking that entry is going to work, stuff like that, right? And so another thing that I want to cover is that how can you make more money, right? How can you start trading? How can you make more money, right? And a thing that I've been doing on the long run is basically I've been reselling. What is reselling? Basically, you buy products that are one-to-one. Basically, any products that are like these, right? Basically, you buy one-to-one products that are similar to those, right? And then sell it for a higher price. So buy low, sell high, basically. Same, concept, with the stock market, right? Except you're doing it with products. And basically what you do with these products, right, is that you try to, obviously, step one, find a good supplier, right? I will be supplying most of these items in the future, so if you guys are looking for a reliable vendor or supplier, right, I will be probably your main source. Who knows, right? But for now, I'm not doing that for now. But basically, step one, right? Basically, find a reliable supplier. Step two, try to order in bulk. If you do find a good supplier, right? Because what happens is that shipping is what eats your costs, right, or your profits. So don't try to order just like 2 things, right? Try to order more than 2 things, right? That way you can see your gains be a lot more bigger, right? So then step 3 is just to list it on different marketplaces. So that'd be like eBay, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, Poshmark. I would say you can list things on Poshmark, but you kind of have to be a little careful because mostly Poshmark is filled with a bunch of women on there. Not to say that's a bad thing, but most ladies will do their research on a product and be like, okay, this is not real, or this is, yeah, basically. Have I personally had issues with it? Personally, not me, as of yet. But on eBay and the rest of the platforms, right? There's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. So basically, if you sell like a product on any marketplace, you will have a problem eventually. So that's why I kind of tell people like, okay, once you start making a little money, right? Try to become your own supplier. That way you don't have to deal with those type of people of like, oh, I want to return it because I found out it was fake. That way you can supply to these people, right? And become the supplier, the main source, right, of of these items that people are looking for, right? So basically, I'll be supplying these in the future. I'll be supplying AirPod Maxes. I'll be supplying Baccarat Rouge 540 cologne and Aventus Creed cologne too as well. So out of the top selling products that I would say personally for me would be those four that I just mentioned. I don't really mess with the spider hoodies. They're kind of oversaturated for me personally, and a lot of people know that once once they send you a message and they like ask you if it's real or fake, they kind of know. Once you tell them that's real, they know that it's not. Most of the times they know it's fake. And when you're selling these products, obviously tell these people that they're one-to-one, right? Because you want to have like a returning clientele, right? So if you're just strictly selling in person, right, strictly tell these people like, okay, these are these products are one-to-one. They work exactly or smell exactly like the real thing, so it is not a dupe, or you know what I mean, right? So basically, there's a lot of people that get that misconception of like, oh, is it a dupe? No, it's not a dupe. A dupe is basically like a rip-off, right? Meanwhile, a one-to-one item is literally an exact it's like literally like the same thing. You know what I mean? So it works like the same thing. So it is not a dupe. So if that person rejects saying that, oh, I'm not interested, and that's it, right? Move on to the next person. If you're reselling in person, right, run some Facebook ads for $1 a day. So $1 a day can help boost your your items to be shown out there, right? That way you can get more sales, right? And so that's pretty much it. I will start working on that, because I feel like what's going on now, that most of the people are now trying to join this trend now where they want to start reselling. And so I'm just like, wow, I haven't seen this much this attention towards reselling since when the first AirPods, you know what I mean, like these they're pretty good, right? But I do remember when the first ones came out, that's where I made a lot of money reselling those things. But that was back then when I didn't even have a platform. I was just trying to like drop ship those things and stuff in there and like whatnot. But basically that's pretty much it. I will be supplying most of these products that I mentioned soon. So as always, tell these people that they are one-to-one. Don't lie to your customers, or to these people, obviously, if you're reselling them online. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, take care. And as always, this is not financial advice. As always, take care. Bye.